So this is so interesting. You mean to tell me that all these plastic bags that then have this string woven around it, this is actually a football?
Yes, that's a football. That's flashback to the 80s and 90s. That's what we used to use as kids.
This is the real TBT. Guys, do you know how to like make this and play with this?
You see?
I'm the only one out of the loop.
Out of the loop, kabisa. But you know what? If you want to be in the loop when it comes to your sporting action, you are in the right place. Karibu sana. This is Sports Central.
That's right. You're getting your weekly fix of sports action, as a matter of fact. So make sure that you get all your balls ready, you get your drinks ready, you get your snacks ready, and you kick those feet up because we're about to have a grand old time. We're your hosts. I'm Wanjira Longawe.
And I'm Mike Mondo. So what's coming up on today's episode?
Yeah, so we're going to be kicking it with these guys, as a matter of fact, who are players from various teams on SportPesa Super 8 Premier League.
Yes, and we also have volleyball action coming your way. The World Championship qualifiers are going down, and several teams have flown in to see if they will make it to the big stage.
Alafu, we get to find out what's good in part 2 of Charging with the Pink Horns. I mean, just what does it take to be a part of one of the most intense off-road competitions? You're about to find out.
Well, kwa wale mafans wa SportPesa Super 8 Premier League, and of course those who love local football, what can I say? We do have a special show just for you today.
That's absolutely right, and I think it's about that time, don't you agree, Mike, where we invite these incredible gentlemen on over to this bench so that we can get to know them better.
Yeah, karibuni, gentlemen. Well, as we promised, we have guests in studio, of course, from the SportPesa Super 8 Premier League. Karibuni sana, gentlemen. I'm going to let them introduce themselves.
Jinangu ni Carlton Ofula, captain timu Umeme. Instagram unatutafuta timu Umeme, Twitter timu Umeme, Facebook timu Umeme. Tumekuja hapa kuwakilisha. Second leg imeanza poa, tumeshinda game zetu zote, tumedraw moja. Kwa hivyo timu Umeme ni kubaya. Ni kubaya, unaona radi? Ni kubaya. Kwa hivyo jamaa usitoke hapo kwa station. Ongeza tu sauti.
Kwa majina ni Kevin Liala, captain Masa FC. Kwa majina nickname yangu ni Messi, nyinyi mnajua ukiitwa Messi, Wanji. If you are called Messi, that means you are a good footballer.
That means you're the best, baby, the best.
Mafans wetu mtaani jo, niko hapa kwa represent jo, jupia nyinyi mtuangushangi game zetu za mtaani. Alafu filosofi yetu ni nurturing talent jo jamaa. Sivi sawa jamaa.
Jamaa mtaani Jerry number 7, 8B wote, number 10 yote, Marish. Hong Kong Massive representing ni Eddie Otieno, captain Jericho FC. Hizi team zote uzuri wamekama hapa, tumewafunga wote. First leg tuliwafunga. Kwanza kwao wanakuja mtaani. Hii second leg tumecheza game 3, tumeshinda zote, tuna bao 15. 15. So hii second leg ni moto.
Okay. Well, what makes you think Jerry will win their next game?
Jerry, we are confident. Second leg sahi kila mtu anajua role yake. Anapatia na 100%. Unakava huyu mwingine anakukava. So sahi imekuwa rahisi sana.
Okay.
Does Team Umeme want to speak though?
Opponents wetu first leg walikuwa kali, jusi bado walikuwa tunasink, hatakuwa tumesink wote vizuri bado. Lakini sasa second leg tumerudi na ubaya. Tulipigia mazoezi kidogo kabla second leg ianze. Sasa tuko poa, atoke angalia run zetu tuko poa, juu tumeshinda game 2, tumedraw moja, juu lose game yote. Kwa hivyo second leg itakuwa noma, itakuwa rahisi.
Messi, tell us a bit about your team and what you're doing to nurture that talent.
The last tournament that we played a very good game. We managed to be number 3. That was a great performance. About nurturing talent, last season, our 4 players, that is Brian Musa, we have Shadrack Kandale, Eugene Wethuli, all of them were promoted to the NSL side, Nairobi Steamer. And we have one of our own, Teddy Osok, who is also playing for Gor Mahia FC. That's a good achievement for him. We wish him well there. So you can see we are really nurturing talent.
What is it that you think needs to be the one thing that needs to change to get you to the very top, the pinnacle?
Maybe what I can say is that from now on, we have to take our game serious. Okay. We have to go for a win, not even a draw, for a win.
What's the one team that you always find gives you the hardest time?
Ile team inatupatianga challenge sana. Team za East. East wakikuja Kamtoyo anajua ni derby. unajua kuna ile bragging rights.
Yes.
Yeah. So akikam ni derby, lazima we give it our all.
For you guys as players, what was the most exciting thing for you about the Sport Pesa Super 8 Premier League?
They manage the league like it's a Premier League. So me, I just big up the extreme sports for the good work they are doing.
What more would you like to see that is done ndio isaidie pia vijana wengine ambao wanataka kujoin team na kucheza kwa league?
Hizo matax wanapatia hizi ma betting company juu sana sana hizo ndo zinatusponsor. Waweze kuzipunguza ndo hizi betting company ziingie huko chini kabisa. Ndo watu wengi pia watacheza hiyo ball.
Football ya Kenya jo inatuangusha sana. Kasa hiyo unaona Sport Pesa ndio inataka kuenda ili genye tunacheza possibility next season inaweza kosa. So ninge request to Federation ya Kenya kama wanaweza jo wa support grassroots football.
With elections being around the corner, and you guys hailing from, you know, different parts of the country and on different teams, and we're talking about rivalry and Mike pretending to stir the pot, you know, we really want peace everywhere in the country at this time of year. So what would you say to guys when it comes to unity and when it comes to making sure that we remember that we can only go forward as a country as one in sports and just overall in general?
Ball inaleta watu pamoja. So the minute tutaona Jericho FC mnajitetea, imefunga, inashinda, mnasherekea pamoja. Haujui kama wewe ni Mkikuyu, Mjaluo, Mkamba, yani we are one. So hii election tuendelee tu hivyo, ina hiyo upendo. Mtu mmoja asitufanye tutenganye.
Kwa mabeshi zangu jamaa, sports ni kitu muhimu. Usiangalie beshi yako ni Mkamba, usiangalie beshi yako ni Mkali, usiangalie beshi yako ni Mjaka. Sisi wote ni kitu kimoja. Hii time election jamaa, we preach peace. Peace, peace, peace.
Timu yetu na watu wengi na Wamasai na Wakikuyu na Wakamba. Na hata siwezi wajua, siwezi jua nani ni Mkamba, siwezi jua nani ni Mkikuyu. Juu mpaka sasa mwashikana nickname zao. Unaona? Kwa hivyo hii election hizi tutenganisha. Hizi fanya tupigane. Juu mimi siwezi ishi na guilt. Ati nimelipwa tuseme 200 iwe best yangu.
And of course, that is the main message that we are pushing this election season. We want to encourage you, of course, to go out in large numbers and vote. But as you cast your vote, remember, we are Kenyans, we are one. Before you are any support of any political party or any leader, you are first a Kenyan. So love your neighbor and maintain the peace. Because we'd love to come back and see these gentlemen play again. At your different respective teams, I believe.
No, you guys killed it. Thank you so much for coming in today. You came with so much psych. Absolutely loved that.
Yes.
You know, I gotta come and see Messi in action. We got our very own Kenyan Messi right here. I wasn't ready. Make sure that you don't go anywhere. These gentlemen are gonna leave us, but that doesn't mean that we still don't have a riveting show for you with a lot of action. Welcome back. And just in case you're only tuning in now, you know it's your chance to get your weekly fix of sports action. This is Sportscentral.
Absolutely. And with the World Women Volleyball Championship set to take place next year in Japan, several teams jetted into the country in order to participate in the qualifiers for that tournament.
And with the Malkia Strikers up in the mix, you know we had to get in on that action and find out what's a guan. Go ahead and check it out.
The Malkia Strikers won the first stage of their journey to grab a place to represent Africa in the Volleyball World Championships to be held in Japan by winning 3-0 at the finals against their rivals Egypt at the World Cup Volleyball qualifiers held at Kasarani in Nairobi, Kenya. Kenya started off the qualifiers with a 3-0 win over Uganda in sets of 25-12, 25-15 and 25-12 before doubling up the win on Saturday and Sunday respectively in sets of 25-22, 25-16, 25-16 against Rwanda and 25-18, 25-17 and 25-17 against Egypt on the Sunday finals. Kenya and Egypt will proceed to the second round of the qualification at the Africa Championship in Cameroon to fight for a ticket to represent Africa at the World Championships in Japan.
Previously on Sports Central, we started our first part of the 3-part docu-series that is all about charging with the pink horns, finding out how these bad mama jammas took on this grueling challenge.
And in part 2 of the docu-series, we get down and dirty with all the ladies as the event was drawing to a close. Take a look.
So we were sitting having dinner and we're like, yeah, next year we're joining the Rhino Charge. And he's like, yeah, please guys, you guys can't do it. You're too soft, you're too this, you're too that. We're like, okay, you watch us.
Challenge.
Watch us. And then Nimi got in touch with Nili, Glyza, and Glenna, and we put the team together.
She told the guy she went on a date with that she's part of a Rhino Charge team, which she wasn't. And then
just to seem badass.
Just to seem badass. And then a week later she told everyone, she's like, I need to be a part of this because I've just told this guy that I'm part of this team.
Please don't put that on TV.
It's on, I'm sorry.
Rhino Charge is all about conservation, and right now they're trying to raise money to have the water catchment area protected. And to take part of Rhino Charge, you need to raise a minimum of 1.5 million shillings.
Personally, I needed to mentally challenge myself, and what better way to hop onto a monster of a car, in uncharted terrain, and just hoping you don't break down. But also, I mean, there were 5 other women's team, and just the way they explained it, it's like a bug. You would never turn around. You'll just keep at it and keep putting your entry for Rhino Charge the next year, the following year. And yeah, I mean, it's a lot to do with if they can do it, we can do it as well.
For me, it was kind of like, gosh, if I can be in the bush with a car and go off-roading like that, why would I not do it? Like, I have the opportunity, so let me go for it.
So we also learned mechanical, obviously, just to know the car. And we trained with the Hans Kenya.
3 or 4 times?
About 3 or 4 times. And we learned it in layman terms, like seriously from the lowest of low of what mechanical is, how to jumpstart a car, what can happen if this, is...
You break a wire, for example, or one of your brake lines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a very good experience.
See the engine oil level, because obviously when the car drops over, there's risk of engine oil spilling out of the engine.
We have to work together, and that's something that each of us had to learn about each other.
The people that we trained with are obviously veteran Rhino Chargers, so learning from them and trying to see what a car can do and what it can physically take. And I mean, driving this car it looks easy, but it's not.
Look at what these ladies have to go through. This is the kind of training that they're enduring to ensure that they're going to be able to drive for about 12 hours on the actual Rhino Charge day.
It is an adrenaline rush once you're in the car, and you also have to obviously trust your team. So it's a team effort, but being a driver and being with my navigator, it does get heart-wrenching.
To be the navigator, it's crazy. I mean, the driver's trying to do something, you're telling her. The driver's also trying to listen to the person in front of you. So as a navigator, you're trying to explain to the driver, yes, listen to the girl in front of you, but don't forget, we feel the car. We know what the car can do, what the car cannot do.
It's important to strategize because we do need to know where we're going, what we're doing, who's going to be the main speaker on the walkie-talkies to say, right, this is the way you're going to go. This is follow me. This is how it's going to be. And then one of the short runners are going to then direct the car and say, right, this is where we're going. We're going to follow Nili or we're going to follow Emmy.
After all the preparations to ensure that the Pinkhorns were ready for the charge, the big day finally arrived as the different teams made their way to Marsabit National Park. After scrutineering the campsite, now serving as the strategy room, the team had to plan how they were to take on the savage track that lay in wait for the team and the Kobe Berry.
So now we know the gradient. This is all going down. Why is this going down? So Hardy is all the way down.
And with the different constructions and modifications on the competing vehicles and the savage terrain that lay in front, several questions lingered. Had the Pinkhorns done enough? And just how would their beast fare against the terrain? Well, join us in the final part of Charging with the Pinkhorns to find out.
Yeah, we tried to go to one.
Down the river?
Crazy.
Well, as always, it was a pleasure to be with you this evening. And thanks so much for taking your time to stop by this Thursday evening and find out what's really good in the sports world. Now, if there's anything that I want to talk about when it comes to what's hot off the press, I want to start with these images from the touch rugby game that was had in remembrance of the late James Kilonzo. May he rest in power.
Absolutely. And of course, as the elections are coming just in a few days, we do want to encourage you to, of course, maintain the peace. Kumbuka, it is your civic duty to vote, so make sure you go out in large numbers to vote, and after that, maintain the peace.
Keep it Sports Central.